Hey guys, today we are trying out a brand new foundation. This is the Dermablend CC Cream Continuous Correction Full Coverage CC Cream with Sunscreen. This comes in 17 shades, I believe on Ulta is $39. And we all know this tube, this 50 plus, it's all gonna remind us of the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. This one's very different. Of course, I have it on now. It works very differently for me. There are some main differences. This one has a lot of great claims. We'll talk about that in the video. And I like how this one includes the fact that it doesn't have fragrances, parabens, phthalates, oil, SLS. I don't know if IT Cosmetics has any of those, but I know this one doesn't, and I love that. So we are going to try this out, do a full day wear test on it. I'm very excited. This claims it wears and doesn't transfer, or the color doesn't oxidize or anything for 24 hours. So we're not doing 24, but we do a nice long wear test. If you're new here, I want to let you guys know I use all natural lighting. I want you guys to see my skin, my redness, rosacea, pores, dark spots, everything. So that way you can see how this covers it. I want you to see how it wears on the skin, all of that stuff. Lights and filters and all of that can really change how your skin looks, and I want you guys to see it all. So I hope you guys enjoy this. If you do, I hope you subscribe and click that bell if you haven't already. And I'm gonna hush because this is gonna be a very chatty video, and we're gonna go ahead and hop in. Okay friends, let's get to this. As I'm applying, I'm gonna read you some of the claims, and I'll kind of tell you the difference in this and the IT Cosmetics, because let's get real, IT Cosmetics was the pioneer for these full coverage SPF 50 CC creams. I'll go ahead, this is in 43N, and tell you guys I'm not the biggest fan of IT Cosmetics CC cream. I think on my skin, it's just not at all full coverage. It's medium at best. So here's what this guy looks like. I'm going to kind of smear it on the skin. I'll do half with a sponge, half with a brush, see what we like. Same kind of squeezy tube as IT Cosmetics. This one seems a little bit thicker to me than IT Cosmetics, maybe not by much, but a smidge. I'm just going to use the sponge because I don't need a whole lot of coverage there. Let's see. I hope, hold on, got a smear. I hope this is actually full coverage. So I'm gonna take my LA Girl sponge, and I already have lashes on. I don't plan on doing much with the eyes today. I wanna really focus on the skin. Okay, spreading out very nicely. Looks really smooth on the forehead. I like it. Then let's start pushing it around. Yeah, this definitely has more coverage for me than IT Cosmetics right off the bat, right out of the gate, even with a sponge. I mean, that's dang good coverage, you guys. Wow. So I'm gonna take this on the nose. We'll see if it's full coverage and how good it covers with the spot on my nose. If you aren't new to my channel, you guys know I have that wonderful spot on my nose. And holy crap, it looks awesome on the nose. Like, wow, wow, wow. Look at this side compared to this side with a sponge. I mean, we all know with 98% of products, you get less coverage with a sponge. It's just kind of how it is. And this, even with a sponge, I would consider this full coverage. Not the fullest of full coverage, but it is still, wow, full coverage. You can definitely still see that glow. It is not matte. Wow. Wow, you guys, that applied so easy and so quickly. Like, look at this. Wow, compared to this. All right, let's grab a little bit more. And let's try a brush. But I'm not sure that a brush is gonna top this sponge, you guys. I'm just not. I am wholeheartedly like in awe of that over there. I cannot believe it covered that well. So I'm gonna take my favorite brush. This is the It brushes number 131. And let's start pushing this into the skin. Oh, this has beautiful coverage. Like, it's insane. I definitely think, which we kind of all know, get better coverage with a brush. Like, it's full coverage with a brush. Like, flat out high full coverage. Wow. I like this both ways. Here's brush. I won't edit anything out. It was that quick, you guys. Like, holy cow. It's very smooth with a brush and a sponge. It doesn't accentuate pores, texture, nothing. It's gorgeous. Like, wow. I'm honestly shocked. Like, it is so quick and full coverage right out of the gate. It's not settling weird anywhere or into my smile lines or my forehead lines. Like, this looks gorgeous. 100% has way better coverage than It Cosmetics. I mean, I would say for me it has double the coverage, because this is flat out full coverage on both sides. Sponge side's full coverage. Brush side is very full coverage, but doesn't feel heavy, cakey, creasy, any of that. It Cosmetics, like I said, is more medium coverage at best on me. This is far better coverage. Okay, so I'm going to hop off of here quickly, do the rest of the skin. It is still a little bit tacky, but not much. I didn't even tell you guys the claims because I was so astonished by all of this. But it's supposed to be weightless and breathable. I agree. It's undetectable full coverage. I wouldn't necessarily say completely undetectable because it is full coverage, but this is as skin-like full coverage as you will possibly get, period. It's supposed to not fade, and it's supposed to wear for 24 hours. Wow. It says it visibly improves skin radiance after 4 weeks. It reduces the look of redness, discoloration, hyperpigmentation, dark spots, age spots, leaving your skin looking radiant and even. I agree with that. You guys seen all my redness plus my age spots, all that. It's full coverage for all skin types, sun protection and free radical defense, broad spectrum SPF 50+. It provides protection against UVA and UVB. And it also says it has a blend of antioxidants, a word I don't know, niacinamide, vitamin E, and caffeine. It doesn't have fragrance, parabens, SLS, triclosan, I don't even know how to say that either, phthalates, or oil. So this is oil free as well. So lots of good stuff in there. The main difference from this and It Cosmetics is, for me, one huge thing's the coverage. Dermablend gets that times 10. But this one has chemical sunscreen and It Cosmetics has physical sunscreen. That's a big difference. If I'm wearing just sunscreen, I always choose physical. Normally with foundations, I can wear chemical sunscreen and it doesn't bother me too much, knock on wood. So we'll see. And yeah, that's all the claims. Love this so far. I have a long day ahead, so I'm not gonna do too much probably, but we'll see with the makeup. You know how that goes. So yeah, I will see you guys in just a few. It did set on its own completely. It just took it, I don't know, probably a couple minutes, but then it did set down. I blended everything over it nicely. I used a powder, bronzer, powder, highlight. I did use a cream blush, but you guys, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, it is smoothing. It doesn't accentuate any dry spots or pores, or it doesn't do anything weird. It's pretty great. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to say it's perfect because it may not last long, but I am going to give this a nice long wear test. I'm shooting for 12 hours. It is very early in the morning, so we definitely have time to do that. I have to go outside. I'll more than likely be getting hot. I'll see how it works with that if it starts coming off. But I mean, the claims in this are awesome, and from what I've seen so far, it is pretty accurate with its claims. So I'm really, really happy. For me right now, even if this only lasted 6 or 8 hours, it would still blow It Cosmetics out of the water, simply because it is truly full coverage. It Cosmetics is not full coverage for me at all. I have a lot to cover. I have a lot of redness, rosacea, spots. I get that. But when something claims to be full coverage, I want it to be full coverage. This is full coverage right out of the gate. You don't even have to build it. So I have something on my lip. So that for me is awesome. And it doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't look heavy. I mean, look at that. It looks gorgeous. So I am so excited about this one. I'm more excited about this one than I have been over a foundation in a long time, you guys. So I love that it has the SPF in there. It's easy. You don't have to set it if you don't want to. So let's hope this wears nicely. They say 24 hours. I am not gonna get close to 24 hours. I always wash my makeup off at the end of the night. So we'll see if it can get a full day out of it. And hopefully it does, because this is just wow. But yeah, I'm gonna hush. I know I'm babbling, so I will see you guys later on tonight. Okay guys, sorry, I know I'm in something different, but like I said, I have been outside, I have been mowing, so if you see stuff on my face, that's what it is. I've had no touch-ups, nothing like that. You guys know the drill. Oh, and of course, when we started, I had no primer on. I don't use primer. I don't want it to affect the wear or finish or any of that. So 5 hours, this is what we look like. It still looks really good. It was super windy out there, and a lot of the grass and dust was blowing all over me. So I was squinting a lot, and on a normal day, I wouldn't be squinting like that. So I was making a lot of facial expressions. It is caking up in this smile line pretty good. It's creasing pretty good, but like I said, I squinted and made a ton of facial expressions. So that's one thing. The other thing is, I don't know if I rubbed my forehead or what, but it's broken apart a little bit right here. I don't know if you can see it super well. There's a spot right here and a spot right at my hairline. It just doesn't look the best, but those are the only two things right now. Otherwise, it still looks super good, super fresh. Like it still looks really good, especially for what I was doing. Like I said, no touch-ups, nothing like that. I just used a clean brush and tried to get all of the dust and dirt and grass off my face. So nothing on here. I don't touch up, like ever. If anything, it'd just be my nose. But speaking of the nose, this looked so gorgeous on my nose, and it still does, but my nose is very finicky. It's hard to cover that red spot, and it did cover that. And then a lot of times I can get like the polka dot pore type look, and that did not do this, so it gets major points for that. But you guys, I am legit covered in grass. I don't think you guys are gonna be able to see it, but it's everywhere. So I am going to hop off here, change. I'm gonna edit, do some other stuff around the house, and then I'm gonna try to give this another 6 or 7 hours and see how it looks. So we will go from there. It has been just a little over 12 hours, you guys. So 12 hours, and this is what we look like. I don't think it has faded. I don't think it has broken apart, except for what I showed you guys earlier on my forehead. And I think that was from me. Like I said, I had a lot of dirt, a lot of wind, so I was kind of moving everything around. So I think that is honestly from me. So let's talk about this. Like I said, full coverage out of the gate. I mean, it's crazy that it's that full coverage. And then the only issues I have are, like I said, it's creased in this smile line a good bit, but that could have been me. I had a lot of facial expressions going on today. So really, that's the only downside to this, but I love the coverage. Way more full coverage than any of the other CC creams like this. I really like the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover, but this 100% has more coverage and it's not as runny. The Dream Urban Cover is a lot runnier, a lot more liquidy. I like that this one is a bit thicker, feels more moisturizing. I think a lot of different skin types are going to like this, probably love this, because if you have oily skin, you could set this. Even though it sets on its own, you can reinforce it, and I guarantee you it'll last very, very well. Dry skin, moisturize well, put this on, you're good to go. So I really, really love this. I am so happy with it, you guys. It's unreal. For it to look this good after 12 hours, I mean, I love this. I was outside in the elements and it still stayed as good as it could have been. My forehead was the only issue, and like I said, I think that was me really rubbing it. So yeah, I really like this one. I will definitely keep you guys posted, but I am very, very happy the way this one wore and looks everything. This kind of checks all my boxes. So I'm gonna keep wearing it. If it does start to break me out, anything weird, I will let you guys know down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, I hope you click that subscribe button if you haven't, and give this video a like. Thank you so, so much for spending some time with me today, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye guys.